Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a message that one of our admin received. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. The message reads like this. You know what? I really never thought that my life will come to this. At 27, I thought that I had the world at my feet. I am young. I am someone that most of the men find too irresistible. My life is a dream. Most of the women, they do envy. Always have cash on me. And I'm always wearing the best wigs and always wearing best designer clothes. And I am always having my man, a man who has a lot of money. He's not the first guy that I have dated. The man, he has a lot of money, but I have dated guys that have money before him. I have been taken to trips. There's a guy who once bought a car for me and I sold it, and I told him that I was angry at him. That is why I had sold the car. This man, he loved me with all of his heart. He ended up buying another set of brand new wheels for me. So that was when I met this man. This man, he was like unlike anyone that I had ever met. He was handsome and very cultured, but he was mysterious at the same time. But each and every time that I was with him, I really felt so good. This man, he really cherished me, and he gave me everything that I had ever asked for in a man. This man is a Nigerian businessman, or so he said. He told me that he would always be visiting Johannesburg, and this is where I am staying. And from the very first moment he told me, when he looked at me, he said that he knew that I was the one. And he had this way of making me feel really great. He told me that simply because he loved me, he was willing to relocate from the place where he was staying. Now we are staying together here in Johannesburg. If I say that we are staying together, I'll be lying to you, because I'm still staying at my parents' home. So I regularly go and see him at his house. He just bought another property here in Johannesburg. Our relationship, it started like any other relationship. We would enjoy, we would go to Dubai, Cape Town, and the man did not just spoil me, he was overwhelming me with gifts and money until I told him that it was just too much. And he was like, I have not yet started, woman. By the time that I am done with you, I want you to feel like you are a queen. And this was a great feeling, a feeling that I had been craving for such a long time. I became addicted to him, but it was not long before cracks started to show in our relationship. The first time that I visited him at his new house, I was struck by how different it felt from the man that I knew. Like, the mansion, it is very beautiful, but there is something about it, like it is just too big. I told him that we do not have kids yet, because it was like, in time we need to have a baby. But I said, if we are going to have a baby, then we need to have a small Nyana apartment, not like this very big house. It's too big for me. It looks like one of those Indian churches that is very big. So whilst we were there, that was when he told me that we needed to go to this other room, and he has two maids. To show you how big this house is, he needs two maids, and he has this other study room. When we were there was something that truly unsettled me, and I saw that there was a coffin in that room. Yes, I mean a real coffin. At first I laughed. I thought that it was some kind of a joke when I saw that coffin, and I was like, why do you have a coffin in your study room? And he was just laughing at me, and he said, this is my family tradition. I know that most of the people out there, they'll be like, why didn't you just leave? But there is money that is involved, and when there is money that is involved, us girls, we usually stay much longer. That is why I'm still with this guy. The first time that it happened, I was tipsy from too much champagne. We were in his study, and he was telling me about his family's traditions. He spoke of his Yoruba customs and rituals, things that I don't even understand, but I just nodded to get along. Then out of nowhere, that was when we started touching and kissing until we were totally naked, thinking that we were about to do the deed again. And then he told me that he was really hot for me. He wanted us to get into the coffin. He said, "Can you go into the coffin? And when you are in the coffin, then I want you to kneel down and then you put your body in the air so that I can be able to penetrate you." That is what he was telling me. I laughed even though I was a little bit tipsy, because even though it sounded like a kinky joke, but I did not like it. He came to me and he whispered and he said, "Trust me, babe, it's an experience that you can never forget." Against my better judgment, I agreed. I stepped into the coffin, knelt down, and I was in that position which a woman will be like, for a man to give it to you doggy style. The man then came to me and he mounted me. Then we started making love. And when we were making love, it was like this was the first time. The way that he was doing it to me, it was like he had never seen me before. He was saying things that were really scary, like, "Your soul is mine, you are mine now, we are now soulmates, we are tied together by the gods and the spirits. They see that we are together now, we are one flesh." I totally lost it by the time that he was done, but I did not want to show him because I had told him that I wanted some money. There were some things that my mom wanted to get fixed and she did not have the money. That is why I agreed at the end of the day. So after that night, I convinced myself that everything is okay. I want to leave, but I cannot leave because the moment that you have a guy that is wealthy enough, the problem is that he gives you a very good life, so much that you cannot adjust. Like, I can't adjust to the life that I grew up living in Soweto. I view myself as someone who really has a high standard of living when compared to other girls that are like me who are also living in my community. So for me to return back to that girl that I used to be, I can't. For this man, he is promising me heaven and earth. Please, people of God, assist me. What can I do to speak with my blesser? I know that he has money out there that is clean money. He has other investment that he has made in our country, which is like clean money. I have seen the paper trail. I want to convince him to stop doing these things that he asked me to do with him, sleeping in that coffin, making love, him telling me all of those weird things. I want him to throw the coffin away, to burn it, so that we can start our own small family. The guy is good and I do not want to lose him. If he is a lost soul, I feel as if I am the one who is supposed to bring him to God. Please help me. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our admin. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. Yo.